Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There's a lot going on here, dudes. There are rumblings that Coinbase might be sued tomorrow. Guys, things are not looking good here. Wow. Can this actually happen? I mean, the story is clearly taking shape, people, and it includes regulations and clarity. Right. So, we had better pay attention because it appears that things are about to pick up speed even more. This is a great way to introduce crypto to a Black Monday context. Okay, men, let's get ready. There is a lot going on, and that's without even counting what's happening on Ripple's end. This week, we are pleased to serve as a sponsor for Consensus 2023 by CoinDesk. You can find the Ripple team at booth 456 in Hall 11. Right. This is too crazy to be true. Therefore, from April 26th through April 28th. Correct, this is happening right now. Booths 5, 8, and 9 were obviously missed opportunities, as you can see. But what do we see in the panel at this very moment, guys? This demonstrates that XBL can be easily expanded. Right. Wait a second. In a word, yes. Just what isn't the case, chaps? Bitcoin, correct. Now. We are aware of the strategy. All the positive stories center around XRP and its ability to process, 2,200 transactions per second for pennies on the dollar. I don't know what else to say if that message doesn't warn you about the impending collapse of the global financial system. In other words, this sentence here is a hint of what's to come. As a whole, the system is problematic. Why? Because they will modernize the economy. Guys, that has to take place. Right. The last time that occurred was a very long time ago. Right. It's a simple matter, then. Built on the XRP ledger, and Ripple is trying to stop the fun. Because there has been much conjecture about the fact that it cannot handle transaction rates of 4 digits per second. Right. 400-500 is the number being bandied about. But now, take a look at these folks. They have stayed level plus 2200. Right? How many pennies per deal are we talking about? You can make up stories like this. Oh, and I forgot to mention something. 2200 plus. So, you understand. Guys, there's something more going on. I refuse to accept it. As you may imagine, I couldn't be more thrilled. And XRP is without a doubt the one. It's spoken and believed again and over again. I mean, it can't be, guys. But in my lowly opinion, I can tell it's the one from what I see, hear, and feel. Why? CBDC advisor for Ripple, ATC Welfare. Ripple's CBDC team is off to a fantastic start with the Bank of Montenegro. It's fantastic to be a part of such an outstanding group and nation. This is too crazy to be true. In a very literal sense, they are collaborating with the central bankers. What do we reminisce about from many years ago? That the focus should be on the central banks, right guys? The world is in their hands. The Federal Reserve is at the very pinnacle. Below that, you have the rest of the monetary authorities. It makes perfect sense. Like a pyramid, I suppose. Fewer people can be found at greater altitudes. Right. This is too crazy to be true. Observe that. CBDC. Right. Reserve Bank, electronic money system. Guys, listen up. With the help of Ripple. What's about to happen right now, can you guys see it? The price of XRP has reportedly not increased as some predicted. Right. If any other cryptocurrency company made similar partnership announcements, that coin would skyrocket in value like nothing ever happened. However, why hasn't it pumped yet? Gentlemen, give this some thought. Right. Think about that more thoroughly. Right. Can we all see what's going on? This is all part of the plan at this point. Brad Garlinghouse is also relevant here. Brad Garlinghouse is now relevant as well. Guys, take note of how he stands firm even if they appear to be retreating. I know, right? Absolutely not the case. Even time hasn't stopped there. It's going in the wrong direction. Right. But I prefer to look on the bright side of things. New regulatory systems and frameworks for crypto activities have been implemented in the recent few months in the EU, the UK, and the UAE. Right. You have to admit, it's amazing to see how every other country is adopting cryptocurrency. Crypto assets that are governed by laws and such, with the United States being the sole exception. Why? Because the United States of America is the pivot around which the world revolves. Right. When they speak, everyone listens. I mean, that can only imply one thing. The fact that they are moving to America is obviously going to play a role in the climax. During the climax, or the inevitable collapse that follows. Right. These claims are not completely fabricated. For more, check out our markets report. Guys, let's take a look at this. Important developments in crypto and the broader financial markets in Q1 2023 are documented in the newly released XRP Markets Report. Global regulatory advancements, a growing XRP ledger community, and a cutting-edge technological development. Recent XRP technical developments. Right side of the ledger. What do you think, guys? Why don't they see what you guys are about to see? Your minds will be blown. Are you prepared? Since, here, have a look at this. Publish Q1 2023 market data. I'm going to break down this complicated concept right now. Ripple voluntarily publishes the XRP Markets Report every 3 months to update the community on the company's quarterly sales, relevant XRP ledger and XRP-related announcements, and commentary on market developments over the preceding quarter. I mean, seriously, this is a fascinating claim, right guys? All the information you require is presented here. To voluntarily give transparency and regular updates, Ripple releases the XRP Markets Report every 3 months. Guys, that's all you need to see, because nobody else in the industry offers this service. Blockchain firm. Nobody else in the crypto industry even comes close. Just don't buy it, guys. Perhaps Coinbase and a few others exist, but this is highly unlikely, right? Other crypto companies haven't done this that I'm aware of, but Ripple has. Why? For the simple reason that they are, in fact, the only serious endeavor currently underway. Other things are just S&S coins, projects, or memes. Right. Based on the blockchain protocol itself. But Tether wouldn't do what Ripple is doing right now if they did this, so stop imagining that they would. They won't be able to because their bodies will give out on them. Right. If only they were see-through. However, the only thing you need to know about them is that they are not just Ripple. This is why I'm placing such a large wager. I'm not taking any chances since I recognize XRP's use, right guys? Outside of the realm of cryptography as well as the rest of the globe. Therefore, I'm not willing to wager that I can predict the future. Maybe not from a monetary standpoint, fellas. Not everything can be counted on. Keep that in mind at all times as well. This is not a recommendation to invest, but the proof is in the pudding. Why? I have faith that XRP value will rise significantly at some point. As an XRP holder, Ripple considers proactive communications and transparency to be an essential aspect of being a reasonable stakeholder. There you guys are, right? Nothing like this could ever be made up. Transparency is of utmost importance. Where are you, Tether? Anchor properly. What happened to Binance? They won't do anything, thus they aren't going anywhere. This is totally bonkers, you guys. Furthermore, Ripple encourages its peers to establish credibility. Free the foster. Encourage honest dialogue. Raise the bar for all businesses. Exactly. In fact, Ripple has been implying as much. However, nobody else's will work. Yes, seriously, guys. That won't happen, I promise you that much. Even if they did, surely they would keep some information to themselves. Corruption is rampant. They won't, though. Their Marcus report has still not been released. Right, and be honest about it. Not at all, fellas. Key points to remember. We won't bother reading it all, but here are the highlights. Ripple's Q1 2023 revenues, excluding purchases, were $361 million, up from $226 million in Q4 2022. Wow! With decentralized exchange volumes increasing by 34% to $150 million in Q1 2023 compared to Q4 2022, XRP ledger on-chain activity continues to be robust. Wow! The amplification of sound. Right. Seriously, that's nuts. Excerpt. In the first quarter, average daily volume on controlled exchanges increased by 46%, from $596.6 million to $1 billion. This leads us to what conclusion? It seems like things are picking up steam, right? We've reached a point where we can't possibly stop pumping. Obviously, that won't work. Regardless of price, I have faith that XRP will eventually experience a meteoric rise that sends it hurtling through the stratosphere. The rise will continue indefinitely. Next, the European Union (EU), the United Kingdom (UK), and the United Arab Emirates (UAE) have proposed new regulatory systems for cryptocurrencies that center on licensing and activity-based frameworks. Regulations are being rushed into effect. The next step is a proposal from the XRP ledger's creators for a new interoperability standard called X38, which would allow users to move digital assets and data between blockchains independently of the underlying protocol or programming language. Right. It would appear that they have no plans to slow down anytime soon, right? I assume that everything is being modernized and improved upon. And we all know that the volume is increasing as well. There is just so much going on right now. The cryptocurrency market, XRP included, has shown remarkable resilience despite recent events. Now you know what to do. In light of the widespread bank robberies, of course. No change occurred in XRP. At one point, it served as a literal haven of safety. It's likely to be as good as gold, but not in the bank. This unprecedented series of events has shown how intertwined our global financial and cryptocurrency markets really are. Exactly. Mr. Poole is right, there is a connection between everything. Right. It's all interrelated in some way. Do not fret. Depeg us. Right. You'd be wrong if you imagine crypto stablecoins, notably USC, which is a big stablecoin that depegged with which nobody thought was conceivable. It did? If at all possible. You would think that the USC would get it right. The city of Rome was seen as too large to ever fall. Is that the case, men? Seriously? Clearly, they were referring to the second phase of Operation Choke. Zero, right? When it comes to cryptocurrency, the SEC and other government organizations seem to be on a witch hunt for a select few, but not everyone. The value of XRP on the market rose by 46%. Right, so that's a plus. Ethereum in Shanghai on the rise. Also, please upgrade, men. Right. This released 18 million staked tokens that had been held by Ethereum validators. Interesting. Maybe we'll get around to discussing how that's weighing on the price of Ethereum soon, guys. Right. Just take a look at your $18 million stake now. It lacks markers. In other words, that's a lot of cash, right guys? The price of Ethereum has recently reached around $2,000 USD. Macroeconomic uncertainty will undoubtedly persist until the second quarter. Nonetheless, once the world recovers from the current climate, we anticipate the continued expansion of those who have built on a foundation of foresight, risk management, and practicality. Exactly. Don't you realize what's going on here? The loose changes the coins. Gets higher. Right. Here it is stated explicitly, guys. The rest of the world will collapse. However, if you choose to stand up for yourself, the following. The next crucial issue is international standards. Right. All these other bills, including the bill, are becoming relevant once more. Stablecoins, CBDCs. The strategy has been laid out for us, right? The United States is slowing down while every other country is speeding up. Right. Taking a literal backward step. However, I do think they will speed things up eventually. Guys, what's new with the SEC's case against Ripple? The court published its 57-page order on summary judgment on March 6 regarding which expert testimony from the SEC and Ripple can be relied upon. Right. and if necessary in court, and which viewpoints should be eliminated. Particularly, the SEC's experts who attempted to ascertain what caused the price of XRP to shift were excluded from the record, as was their evidence about the reasonable expectations of an XRP purchaser. In 2023, Ripple anticipates a ruling on summary judgment. Interesting. Although the year 2023 was mentioned, the exact date is left to the court. Wow, even those guys at Ripple are surprised to learn that the court hearing their case won't schedule a summary judgment until 2024 or 2025. If it takes so long to resolve one issue, then I think it's possible that they'll drag their feet until the Supreme Court gets involved. Right. In order to pass the Ripple test, eventually. So, once more, gentlemen, there's a lot going on. The SEC lawsuit may soon be over as well, so get ready. XRP. Concerning actions in chains. Right. Everything here. In a moment, we'll get to discussing exactly that. You may get further more details right here. You guys are totally right about the action and everything. Liquidity on demand, Exodus 20. Right. In a moment, however, we'll discuss on demand or instant liquidity. Also, the escrow. Right. Here, right now, you can find even more. If you're interested in reading the remainder of it, I've provided a link to it below. Finally, what do we see right here, according to Leonidas? The Q1 2023 Ripple Markets Report is now available. Here is an updated table I maintain. Looking into sales and purchases that have caused a ripple effect since 2017 is possible. Right. Guys, this is a critical Excel document. Why? As quarterly market reports show, Ripple sells purchases. Right. Sales in the millions and billions of dollars related to this genre of music are now being reported. In relation to the year, what do you see right now? To the exact quarter, each and every quarter, men, you could discern something from the pattern. It's on the rise, boys. Ignore the calendar for 2021 and its sequential quarters Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, etc. Over 9,203 in Q1 alone. 2,000, y'all, we're almost at 3,000. Right. That reveals one important fact. We're just hitting the crescendo, right guys? The price keeps rising. Guys, there is no way to stop us. Can you guys feel what's coming? But as Mickey B. Fresh once said, a fully automated market maker is the actual key to success, not fancy audio, right guys? That's where the price of XRP starts to skyrocket, and it has nothing to do with investing. I plan to learn more about this issue and report back to you folks on my findings. From what I've heard over the past few years, though, AM is crucial. After all, liquidity is the name of the game. According to Chris Larson, liquidity is king in the long run, not advice, not advice, not advice. According to the Prepare menu, the future of Ripple, XRP, the XRP ledger, and the XRP community is bright. In the end, please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.